Seeing 3 armed security guards, he makes the best decision and he walks off. The interesting thing is that no more than 10 seconds, not even 10 seconds, from him leaving that area, the owner of that vehicle appears in frame. Had we not been there, what would have happened if she would have walked upon this person who had a knife, and by my justification of what I saw, more than likely was going to break into her vehicle? So guys, in the video that I'm going to be sharing with you, I think that it's so important because it highlights one of the things that we deal with in private security. I always talk about how it's really difficult to validate and quantify the benefits of private security. I had talked to Kyler, who's behind the camera here, about law enforcement. If there's an issue and you contact law enforcement, let's say someone breaks into your car or vandalizes your property, when the police arrive and they arrest that person, you feel good about that exchange, generally speaking. Something happened, you contacted law enforcement, and they provided a service. They took this person away. Ultimately, this person would be prosecuted and charged. But in private security, oftentimes you don't see that type of end result. A lot of times what we do is we deter things from happening, or our mere presence on that property keeps something from happening. But how do you validate or quantify that? Oftentimes, people who contract private security services, they start to feel that maybe they're not getting their money's worth because, well, nothing's happening on this property. In the video that I'm going to share with you guys, this is a situation where you're seeing it from the perspective of my body camera. This happened last week. I was patrolling one of our parking lots when I noticed a person who was crouched down, opening a bag and peering into the window of this really nice, almost brand new SUV. Upon noticing this person, I kind of backed up and I watched from about 30 feet. And I watched as he pulled out some different tools and continued to look at the door, look into the window. And ultimately, he saw me seeing him. And this kind of gave him pause. He jumps up, he sees me, he looks into the window, and he automatically starts jawing back and forth with me. What are you doing? What are you looking at? What do you want? And I didn't engage. He starts to walk towards me and he ultimately pulls out a knife. And this is where you'll see that I break contact and call for a secondary officer. Luckily for me, there were 2 other officers within 1 to 2 minutes away, and they both arrived on the scene. When we had 3 officers, they get out of the vehicle and simply tell this person he's being audio and video recorded, that we're contracted on that property and that we would like for him to leave. Seeing 3 armed security guards, he makes the best decision and he walks off. The interesting thing is that no more than 10 seconds, not even 10 seconds, from him leaving that area, the owner of that vehicle appears in frame. Had we not been there, what would have happened if she would have walked upon this person who had a knife, and by my justification of what I saw, more than likely was going to break into her vehicle? If she would have walked up on him, potentially startled him, what could have happened in that situation? Now, you see in the video that this person leaves the area and within a few seconds she comes in, but she didn't really see anything of concern. She didn't interrupt the person with the knife. She didn't have an interaction with this person. There was nothing negative that happened to her or her vehicle, and you can almost see kind of the apathy of the situation from the person that owned this vehicle. And this was such a clear example of what we deal with in private security. So often, things don't happen. So often there's no situation that comes to fruition. And by that, most people don't see private security as being of real benefit. But in this situation, not only did we potentially stop a car break-in, we potentially stopped what could have been an assault or even worse. So I want you guys to see this video. I want you to watch it, and I want you to think about it through the lens of what private security does on a daily basis. Not only observe and report, but deter crime from even happening in the first place. Give me your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and be great. Help with something? No. I'm gonna be right here.
Okay.
All right.
Cool, niggas.
Old Town Secondary to Shifco. I need a secondary at the service lot. I have an individual with a knife.
Copy. Old Town Primary. Do you want to head over to surface lot to assist them? Affirmative, en route.
Old Town Secondary going to break contact until primary arrives.
What side are you on?
Directly in the middle, near the pay station.
Copy, I'm pulling up right now.
What's your 20?
By the pay station. I see your car.
What's your deal? What did I do?
Hey, just to give you a heads up, my name is Damien. I work for Echelon. You're being audio and video recorded. I'm going to have you grab your stuff and go ahead and leave the parking lot.
That's what I'm doing.
Appreciate it.
Okay, brother, you don't gotta be totally mean about that. You know that, right? I literally just cleaned the bag out. Okay. Crazy.
Can you get a picture?
Don't worry about it. Cleaning it out. Oh, where's the garbage can, bro? That's all I need to know. Garbage. All I need to know. Y'all be something weird, so garbage can. All I need.
Is this your vehicle, ma'am? Okay, this gentleman was around it. I don't think that there's any damage to it. I was watching him, but he did have a knife, so we were trying to clear him out of the area before anybody came back.